being consistent is your greatest access to causing the change that you want to see in your life. Your consistency in any particular thing is going to create a momentum that will move you forward to the thing that you want. When you're consistent, when you are consistent in your actions, when you are consistent with how you're being or how you're interacting, when you're consistent in motion towards the thing that you desire, that is what's showing the universe. That is what's showing the world, the energy of the world, that you are serious, that you have changed, that you are different, that something's different. And it builds momentum like a snowball gathering snow. It continues to grow and grow and grow. And you will gain exponential results over time being consistent about little things. So whether that's your health, consistently exercising or consistently eating properly, it happens over time, and it has to be something that you can do on a regular basis. Whatever it is that you can commit to yourself, that you know that you can repeat weekly, daily, monthly, but you know that it'll happen over and over again, and there's no question that what you're doing is going to happen. I have not come from a type of background of myself being a consistent person. I've operated most of my life through spurts of energy, of intense focus and of intense action towards one thing and then stopping. And that's a fluctuating in diet, fluctuating in exercise, it's fluctuating in income, that's fluctuating in everything, because I've been such a passionate person in short spurts of time. But it hasn't served me in the long run. For those moments, I've created great results and produced great things in my body and my health and my finance for that. But it does not allow me and doesn't allow people to have the exponential growth that you can have if you're simply slowly consistent over time rather than intensely enabled in one moment of time. Life is long, and you get to grow with the length of life if you just put in the time day to day, week to week, month to month, consistently over your life, year after year. When you do that, that grows and that creates a larger future that's beyond what you can see, because it's the growth over years, not just a month or 2 months. So putting in practices with your health, if you want to cold plunge or eat right or exercise, doing something that you know that you can do every day or every week and know that it will happen, will transform that area of your life. Or your finances or your business. You can't just work on your business that you're taking on once every 3 months for like a whole day and then not do anything. You're not going to build any momentum in that area. It has to be something that you can do every day or every week so that you can grow, so that you can accomplish, so you can have more. So if you have passions, purpose, pursuit, things that you want to accomplish, a critical factor to that is finding what you can do on a daily, weekly basis and doing that and making sure that you do that. Regardless, it doesn't matter what's happening in your life, you are doing those things. That will build the muscle and build the experience of yourself of doing that thing and having the results of doing that thing. And though it may occur as slow at sometimes and not go as fast as you want, it will show over time, because that's what will happen as you continue to do it over time. You will grow and you will expand and you will create the results eventually beyond what you can imagine. So make sure that that is, understand this, understand the importance of this, because it is a critical thing. It is an amazing thing. And not only will it create results in your life, it will shift how you see yourself, which is probably the most fundamental thing, is the shift in how you see yourself and how you experience yourself. When you're working on something that you're passionate about every day, like I do, every day, you wake up and you do the thing that you're passionate about every single day, that gives you a kind of a power, an unstoppableness, an unmessableness in yourself to go and take on the rest of your day, because you know that you do this every day. I work on these videos 5 days a week. Every day I get up and I do these. And that gives me power. It gives me grace. It gives me peace. It gives me such strength to know that I do these. This is what I do. No questions. I cold plunge every day. And that gives me a power and a grace in who I am and what I'm capable of. I eat a certain way every day. I do certain things. I just do certain things I have practices for every day. And that builds me as a person, builds my character, builds me as a human being, gives me a new relationship with myself as I take on these practices and do these things. So you have that opportunity too. We all do every day to take on things that grow and expand us, that create the results that we want in our life. I hope this has encouraged you to take on something that maybe you've been putting off and not wanting to take on as a practice, and implement it in your life. It is a shift to what's possible for you when you take on simple, small things and do them consistently. Thank you. Much love.